Easy call.
Lift off, Power 106.
Yeah, man.
Our brother Kid Ink is here.
Yo,
Ink, let's pull up.
let's pull up, man.
Let's get to it.
Skirt.
is in the building on album day. Full speed.
Full speed.
Full
Yeah.
speed. Out today, man. Officially.
Man, I'm excited. It's finally here.
Yeah.
And, you know, the fans are loving it.
What'd you say, Jess? You feel like he's always on full speed?
He's always full speed,
Yeah.
though. Every time we see him,
I try.
He's traveling,
There he
he's
is.
touring, he's doing features, he's recording.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I told somebody else earlier, they were like, what's full speed, man? I was like, it's definitely a part of the lifestyle and
Yeah.
not just, you know what I'm saying, album concepted, you know what I'm saying, me and cars and all that. It's really like just, I'm moving
Right.
all the time, even if I don't want to be moving. Like, I'm a laid back guy, but the lifestyle situation, I'm always moving.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, and his fans are amazing on social
Shout out my
media, man.
friends.
I know they're locked in with us right now, and we're getting ready to play
Absolutely.
tracks off full speed all night.
Let's do that.
And some of the classics already, and I'm sure, is that crazy for you to hear that these other songs like Show Me and have already become, these are classic songs now. You can play
Right.
them at any
Time of your
club,
life.
anywhere.
I think that is dope. I think especially when people say time of your life, like, we thought that was the one for you. And I'm like, yeah, that's crazy how long ago that was and how small of a record it is to me now, to where, you know,
How big it's grown.
how
too.
big it's growing. It's still moving, man. It's still something I perform at the end of the show next
Crazy.
to Show Me, and, you know, the
Yeah,
response
yeah.
is just as big. But I think Show Me, man, is definitely, I gotta look for the next 10 years to perform this record. So
And I'm yeah, right. And I'm sure you had people in your life thinking this wasn't gonna happen. And look at it now.
yeah,
Many hits later.
Doubters.
many hits later.
Fucking haters.
All them here they come.
Fuck all,
man.
fucking hater.
You were wrong,
Right, right.
asshole.
You were wrong, you piece of shit.
They see all the plaques on the floor.
Yeah. You're a nice guy. Don't worry about it. I'll be the asshole.
You can
for
handle it for
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Thank
Go
you, man.
fuck yourself.
Appreciate it.
How about that?
Ooh, you heard him.
There he is.
So look, man, Hotel.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this song first. Familiar recipe, but it's a winning recipe
Yeah.
for you
Yeah.
with Chris Brown.
A little bit. I think, you know, the first recipe was kind of like Chris Brown and Mustard, to where this kind of is,
Yeah.
you know, a different sound with the Featherstones record. And, you know, it's worked the same way, man. I went to the studio when he was at Record Plant, just like we did last time. Played him a bunch of records. He played me a bunch of records. And then, you know, within the next week, you know, he cut 2.
Damn.
So, you know, it was dope to get that done. And, you know, we had fun. And, of course, again, I was at the end of the album process, like, which one do we choose?
Right.
The
Yeah.
label's like both. I'm like, nah, not this time, guys.
You're right.
We're going to choose one.
Yeah.
We're going to save the other one for something else. Maybe we can figure it out. But, you know, we figured it out, and the record came out dope. It was
Crazy,
Yeah.
man. So the
I mean-
follow up, how do you feel the growth has been? You know, from the other album to Full Speed.
Besides just sound growth, I think just the confidence, man,
Yeah.
as far as knowing which direction I wanted to go with records and what I wanted to give the people, like this time, to where my own lane was kind of like, all right, I gotta feed my new fans who only know me for Show Me.
Yeah.
But then I have all these other fans who are hitting me up every day like, don't change, you just got a new deal, don't change. So I think the thought process and stress and just pressure was different compared, because I'm sitting back thinking about what everyone else was talking about
the whole time, yeah.
and being in more of a pleasing state, to where this project, I think I had a lot more fun. I was just in the studio with everybody, you know what I'm saying, that I rock with. I was kicking the label out, you know what I'm saying, as far as just like my A&R and everything, and just any extraness that didn't have anything to do with just being creative at that point, you know,
Right.
it just had to go. So I think, you know, this was more of like, the process of it was kind of like a mixtape, to where just the recording process, but the songs and everything is still, the growth is bigger, everything sounds bigger, and, you know, the content is, you know, to an extent the same, but of course I've learned new things. You know, I've did a whole year touring last year. I couldn't say that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have different thought processes and changes.
Yeah, you
Well, you
must
had
have
to-
seen
yeah,
some crazy thing.
And you and not, I do want to get into that too, but you in the recording process, you must
Right.
think about that too. Like
Yeah.
this will work in the club.
Right,
I know
right.
this will work when I'm on stage. They'll react to this. I mean, that's like the best college you could go to.
You're right,
you know?
exactly,
Yeah.
because it's definitely, man, I go on the road and you have to prove it to people who aren't on the road, like, yo, this record on the road sounds like it's crazy, it's performed this way, and they're like, really, it doesn't seem to be responding that well on the radio. Or when I go on the internet, I'm like, nah, but when I go do the show, this is performing just as big as the single that has 2 million. I'm like, I don't understand, so it's weird.
Let me tell you something to that point that I was already convinced, but I know a lot of people had to be convinced when you had a song on iTunes go like top 5 without a name on it.
Yeah, it was #1 hip hop, you know, top 10 and whatever on the regular charts.
The thing just said like track 8
it just said
on
track
it.
5.
Track
really?
5, yeah, it just said track
It literally
5.
said track 5, and, you know, people got word of the record, And they immediately were like, all right, let's see what happens if we put a preview up, and fans went crazy.
Track 5 went number 1.
Track 5.
Track 5. It said track
Not featuring
5.
anybody.
Right.
It's track 5.
It's like when you get handed a burned CD and it says track 5
Yeah,
on it.
right. Check it out, right?
Yo, you heard
Play my
track
shit, bro.
But my thing is, how do you explain that to people when you're talking about the song? They're like, you heard track 5?
Yeah.
The album's not out yet.
Yeah. When you were recording track 5,
Right.
what was the thought process?
How did you come up with that?
Let's talk about some of the road experiences, man. 'cause
Yeah.
they've got to be.
That's got to be insane, right?
Road experience, man. They're fun. I think
in other countries too, like people in other countries
Yeah.
are just weird as fuck. Let's
people
be
in other
honest.
countries weird. They
To
wild
us,
out.
they're weird.
Yeah.
Right. They're normal to them. Nah,
Yeah.
I think it's always fun stuff that happens on tour. The crowds are interesting.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see what the crowds will do while you're performing, and it's been some crazy stuff happening. It's been mosh pits. It's
Girls
been
taking their shirts off. I'm sure.
girls taking their shirts off. There was a full
You get
like,
panties thrown at you too, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially when Show Me comes on, But that's the thing. I save all the panties. I get a mic stand and put it to the left, put it to the side.
Yeah.
So I put my panties to the side, and then I hold them there for the whole show as long as you throw them, and I pass them back out at the end. But
Too good.
I
Give the
actually had-
panties back.
yeah, you got to sign them, give them back.
Sign them back, give them back.
if they're clean.
Yeah.
Because I've had to not sign some before. Where I was like,
What happened? You saw a little white streak.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But now I've had two. The craziest thing that I just thought about.
Yeah, right.
Too real, too soon.
It was too real too soon. Now, the craziest thing that I've seen, I always forget about that I randomly just thought about was you guys. I definitely had 2 girls go down on each other in the front
There
row.
he is. Oh, in the front row in front of everyone?
Yeah, to where the show wasn't about me anymore.
Yeah, it was about
Like
them.
everyone was leaning over the gate, looking to the middle, like, "Yo, what's happening in the middle?" And I was on stage, like, looking at the DJ, looking at everybody, like, "Yo, trying to perform." But like, you see what's happening in the middle of this stage right now? This is full on. Like that's my first time I've ever seen. Like, literally, the girl got all the way down on her knees, and then the other girl swapped out, and I'm just like, "Oh."
That's cool. They must have been
That was,
enjoying themselves.
Man,
Hell
that's
yeah.
what Kidding Music does to you, man. It just makes you.
It does. It creates threesomes. And
Yeah, man.
It's amazing.
That's good story, man.
Good story.
Hopefully that happens at our next concert we all do together, man.
Yeah, man.
That'd be-
Hopefully we can have.
You want to swing by Valentine's Crush, bro?
That might be the perfect place, right?
Yeah.
Right.
This is just a regular Tuesday, and we go to Valentine's Crush.
Yeah. Let's talk more album stuff, man. Of course, you have a record with R. Kelly on this album, dog.
Yeah, man. Pretty dope.
Really dope.
Legendary.
Right,
Really
legendary
dope, man.
Right. I think for me, I get the response of how much bigger it is a move than anything, because I'm always moving and fast paced, and I have these ideas, and once I get them done, I kind of move on to the next records, and finish this. But it's certain records that always stick, and I think the R. Kelly one is really like a bigger shocker to people than the Usher record. I like the Usher record. I got a lot of responses from, but Usher's still hot right now. He's working. He has other stuff out that dropped before my record. To where the R. Kelly record is people just sitting back waiting, and
It's amazing.
the first thing they get back is a Kidding R. Kelly record. They're like, what could this sound like?
Yeah.
So it's produced by Nick Nack.
Yeah.
So it definitely, if you're familiar with them,
Crazy.
It's gonna definitely be in the clubs. It's
Yeah.
definitely a club record. But I think it was a record that I had to get with R. Kelly and try something different, but at the same time just get him on my vibe more so than him inspire the whole vibe.
Yeah, and he gave you that. It's that vintage R. Kelly sound too. It's that.
Yeah, man. I got a verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
on there. I got
exactly.
an R. Kelly verse. I got him on the hook, bridge, outro. He said my name on the record. You know what I'm saying? We all out there.
Hell yeah. Kid Ink is here. J. Cruz,
Hey.
Just Incredible.
Yeah.
Full Speed is available now everywhere. It's officially out. Congratulations.
Everywhere in the world.
The album is out. It sounds crazy. I'm cursing too much, by the way. I'm so sorry. But yeah, man, the album is crazy. Congratulations. Every time we see Ink, we got to say congratulations.
Every time.
And welcome back to the country, because he's always out of the country.
Shout out the world. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the world for all the love. And I've been too many places out the country. I had to come home and really be at home.
I can't even explain to you how excited I am about this Hot Boy record, man.
Yeah, I remember when I played it for you at the studio early.
Yeah,
it was
bro.
like Skeleton. I think we changed just verses and lyrics around, but you were vibing with the record
Right off top.
off top. So I was like, yo, this one's gonna be one that, because I know you know what I'm saying, you always in the streets, you're in the clubs. It's like, this is gonna be one that's gonna rock in the clubs, man. I'm
Absolutely.
really rocking with it. So me, Young Thug, and Brick Baby Shitro, who's one of my artists. We just been in the studio rocking, and I had this record that me and Shitro started writing, and you know, I came up with all these different lines and rhyming with the boy and doing all this, and then I had this one blank spot, and he came through and was like, "'Cause I'm getting cash money like a hot boy," and I was like, yeah, that kind of I like that vibe. We should rock with that, and then kind of built the verses off of that subject, and kind of, you know, just built that whole theme of the song from there, and then thought it was, you know, a good play with the Cash Money situation, and then Rich Gang, you know, having Thug and Birdman and all that. It was kind of like, you know, played with just that whole thing, and then, you know, Brick Baby and Young Thug been rocking with each other for years, so we just went down, you know, and to the A and made that happen, man.
Give it that vibe.
That's right.
Yeah, that's definitely something for the club and the radio, and I know it's gonna be moving out here. You know what I'm saying?
Now I think it's gonna be moving well in the streets on its own. I feel like
doubt.
it's something that we don't even have to commercially push to where people are just naturally just vibing with this record, man.
And did I see Wayne tweeting about this song too?
Yeah, man. Wayne reached out first time ever, acknowledgement. I still to this day don't know who played him the record, where he heard the record, if he was just out researching himself, man. But it came into play, and he tweeted, like, you know, shout out for the love one time for the homie Kid Ink. And I was just like,
that's dope.
All
dope,
in
respect,
lowercase.
man.
All in lowercase.
All in lowercase.
Yes,
that's dedication. That's like, you got to manually put everything in lowercase. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but
you definitely know it was coming from him. That's
right.
dope, man.
But it was dope, man. And you know, the teams just reached out from there, and hopefully we can get something together as far as just with this record. Hopefully something new. You know?
Oh,
that's
a
right.
Remix or something, man.
My G, are you on Snapchat?
Alright, so my thing with Snapchat is I was on Snapchat like 2 years ago. Okay. I started like Ink on tour, and my whole theme was, I was like, Snapchat just got hot. You know what I'm saying? It was early on stages. It was like they had all the glitches in the world, but my whole thing was like, I don't show people enough stuff. I'm gonna have everybody follow me on Snapchat and show tour stuff that's going on. Then that fell off, and then Snapchat fell off. Then I thought Snapchat was gone, and then within this past 6 months, everybody was like, let's take a Snapchat. You on Snapchat? And I'm just like, Snapchat's back. And then somebody showed me their phone. It looks nothing like the Snapchat I had when I first had it, and like it was harder for me to keep up, because once I put it on Twitter, the fans like follow me, and it would just went nuts, and I couldn't even keep up with responses and likes and all that. They didn't have a select all button, so I'm like manually accepting every person. And I'm just like, all right, I got to do like 30 a day. You know what I'm saying? It really cut it off to where I just fell off. But I think I'm gonna get back onto it, because I feel like it's moving right now. A lot of people are into it. It must be something fun going on. You know what I mean?
That's this guy.
And they say, and the good thing is the pictures disappear.
Right.
Or video.
It's not like Instagram DM where the pictures don't disappear. You gotta.
No.
That's the thing. They don't have that. Instagram, like, I did the same thing where I put, like, I didn't know that when you did. I thought only people who followed you could send you stuff. I didn't know it was like the world.
Oh, everybody.
So when I accepted, like, do you want Instagram DM? Sure. Let's see what happens. Every person in the world is sending me something every day. It's like 200 requests every day, though, and I'll go through them, delete them all. Next morning, 200 requests. I'm just like,
the access is getting out of control now, man. The like direct access,
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, even on
crazy.
IG, you have to accept it. But if you're just like, let me just see, maybe she's, maybe it's a hot pick or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then, then it's some bullshit.
Nah, but I've been to like the strip club and then went back to the hotel. And then the last 20 people that sent me a direct message was from the strip club. And I'm just like, this is too direct, guys. You guys weren't even supposed to, like, it's not supposed to be contact anymore. It's supposed to be like, I went here and then I went home and you don't know how to find me.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, if I need to find you, I'm going to find you.
These people will find you, bro.
Easy.
Let's pull up, man.
Let's do
pull
that.
Up. First of all, thank you for an amazing opportunity. Shout out to my brother Ill Will in here and the whole RCA team.
That's
and Sue and Pilo and
shout out the bros.
And Sage. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, bro. This record is growing more and more
moving, man.
Every single day, man.
I'm excited that we were able to do something with the record. I always explain to people, they were like, so what do you do when you have so many records and you don't choose these for albums, you don't do this for this and that? And I'm just like, that doesn't mean the song is not good or it's over with. It's just I have to find a home for it. And I think with this record it was dope, when you guys came in and were talking about working on some new stuff and just getting it together, that I was able to have something that you was rocking with, man. And I'm glad that, it wasn't a record that, you know, because I always felt strong about it.
I know you did.
Yeah,
I know you did.
It wasn't ever like a song that was a leftover to me, to where, you know what I'm saying, I felt really strong about this idea.
Thank God it wasn't a whack record.
No, I know.
No, but even before,
what do you say?
Yeah.
It's so much to where like it started where it was just me and,
Right.
and Sage came in and then Amsu came in. Like we weren't even all together when we recorded. It just kept building and building.
That's right.
And
Exactly.
It was just a dope record. And then for P-Lo to go back in and just make that beat even crazier than what it was when I first got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just even doper, man.
Insane, man. Yeah.
Kid Ink is in here.
I rounded up some Twitter questions too, real quick, that I want to run off real fast, as if we could even get to all of them, man.
I know, right?
But Ink, a couple Twitter questions for you, and the album Full Speed is out right now.
Right
Grab
now.
it. iTunes, in stores. Do you have a preference on people grabbing physicals versus iTunes? And I asked that question because I know you spend time on artwork and
right.
opening up the pamphlet.
Exactly. I think, you know, I don't really have a preference, more so than, because, you know, I know what it is with the new day and age and the actual CDs of things, you know what I'm saying? But I know that's needed for those fans who really want that, and really, I'm somebody who personally looks in the book.
Yeah, me too.
All the time. Like, I want to know everybody's name, who was a part of it. I want to know all the secrets. I want to read the pictures, right?
Yeah.
You want to see all that stuff. So I think, you know, with that, I always have to do that, and I don't think that'll ever go anywhere compared to, like, when I buy songs on iTunes, it comes with the booklet too, but I never click the digital booklet.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I'm going through the digital booklet more than when I'm have the physical CD. Then when I see it, I really actually get excited about seeing it. So, you know, I think it's dope for that. It's just, it's a slower process just
Different
with
now.
with the first week and all that. You want people to go digitally get it because you want to have some good numbers. But I think, you know, it's the CDs is one of those processes where people are walking through stores, walking through Target, and they're like, let me grab one of these and grab one of these and grab this and grab, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's one of those things that it'll happen naturally. Even if you did buy it on iTunes, you still might buy
That's how
the
you should
physical
do it.
copy just to have
That's
it
how
anyway.
you should do it. One
Right.
physical, one iTunes.
Easy,
joint, you know what I
easy
mean?
call.
Easy
Full
go.
speed. All right, let's get to these Twitter questions real quick. One girl asked this question. I thought this was a good question. She said, if you could give a 15-year-old Kid Ink one piece of advice, what would it be? Meaning, you know,
A 15-year-old Kid Ink. Okay.
yeah, there's a ton of people out there. We get them every night calling up who want to rap, want to act,
Right.
follow their dreams, doctors, lawyers.
Yeah. Let me see. When I was 15, that's when I first got into music just a little bit. I think when I was 15, I wish I had more confidence in that direction. I think when I was 15, everybody was so worried about what they thought I should do as a future and a career that it threw me off a lot, to where I was second guessing myself on a lot of situations. I wish that when I was 15 I didn't second guess myself on a lot of stuff. Like, not even just music, just life in general was always things where I was like, man, you could have pulled that off if you would have just asked, you know what I'm saying? Closed mouth don't get fed, and you know what I'm saying? If you people don't know or believe as much as you believe, then they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing music and doing all this for a while, but then it's people that were rocking with me when I was 15, 16, they're like, we never knew you did music. And I'm just like,
Damn.
really?
Yeah.
I went home every day after school, made beats all night, like until school started the next morning.
Hear it?
No, right. I was the kid sitting there, you know what I'm saying, at the freestyles at lunch, like playing beats and, you know what I'm saying, rocking around, to where some people really didn't get it or take it as serious because I didn't take it as serious.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay, another
Yeah,
question.
be confident. Take it serious.
Yeah,
See what I'm
exactly. Another question. Kid Ink, social media pet peeve. What annoys you when you're on social media?
Social media pet peeves. My biggest social media pet peeve right now is, I don't know if it's just Instagram. It's just, you know, whenever they change it to where you see what's going on for people that know you, like it's not like friends you follow, but it's like friends that your friends follow. And then you'll end up seeing somebody that you didn't even want to see, and you're like, how am I following this person? And you're not following them. It's just like on a feedback of what they think you want to look at. And I feel like it's always like, even from YouTube and stuff, when they're just like things that we think recommended. The recommended stuff always throws me off, because I'm like, what makes you think I want to look at that? I ain't feel like looking at this person or watching this video. Like, the recommended stuff always irritates me because I don't understand. Like, I was just saying that too earlier about just Pandora and stuff. Like, whenever they box you into something,
certain type of genre or something like that.
you don't like I feel like social media and just other platforms right now are trying so much to please everybody and what they specifically want, that the other stuff is getting missed, because it's like it's going directly to this instead of like what's popping around the world. It's like, this is what we think you want to see.
It's like, you don't know me,
right?
You don't know me.
Oh, you don't know me, bro.
Right, you don't know me.
Nothing, man.
Yeah, this is obviously a big fan. Stephanie from Whittier wants to know, does Kid Ink eat booty?
Ooh,
Big fan. She
I was talking to
obviously pre-ordered the album.
Yeah,
She obviously got the iTunes and the physical.
Yeah.
So, who brought this up the other day? It was probably I know who it was, but anyway, we were talking about shout out man Dolo and R. Kelly, and somebody tried to say that R. Kelly was the first person to teach everybody how to eat booty on the tape.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, he was eating it though early.
Oh yeah, he was. Early on,
early,
kind of
bro.
pioneered it a little.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what they told me. So
he was like ink on Snapchat early.
but I heard it's a big craze now. It's like
That's the
it's
thing.
like gangs.
Yeah,
Like,
eat the booty.
Eat the booty gang.
Eat the booty
and
gang.
then I don't get tired. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They but man,
Nothing wrong with eating the booty, bro. I mean, listen.
I feel like
That's a yes.
That is correct. That is correct.
there's certain times when it's called drunken love.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Drunken love.
And with the right one, it's okay.
Drunk in love, though,
He's
not drunken like.
Yeah,
Not
drunken
love.
drunken lust.
Can't just do it to anybody.
Yeah, drunk at a party.
No, drunken party. No, it's
Not drunk in the shower.
love. Right.
Well, man, thank you as always for coming by.
Yeah.
Full speed.
Appreciate you.
We definitely appreciate having you up here on album day, album night, man.
Album day.
Big, yeah.
And
I'm out here.
congratulations to you, man. The sound just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. This album is so well put together, front to back.
Thank
All
you.
hits, man.
Thank you,
No
man.
misses, man.
Yeah.
All hits.
Trying out here, man. It's a good problem to have. Be real. Be real with yourself and understand that this is the one.
Special thanks to Robert Wayne Footwear and Doc Martin.